Interest rate could be expressed either as annual, every year, or a frequency, which means many times per year, such as semi-annual, or quarterly, or monthly, or weekly, or daily. So, if the interest rate is paid or received annual, we call it effective annual rate. And if we're going to put into words, so it will be effective annual rate is 10%. So here our I is equal to 10% per annum. If we have a frequency, so if we're going to put it into words, it will be interest rate is 10% per annum compounded semi-annually. So every time you find the word compounded, this word compounded, it means that it's paid many times per year. And that's why we need to look at what's written after compounded. Compounded means payable. That's why we can say payable instead of compounded. So here, usually interest rate is expressed as annual number, but this doesn't mean that it should be paid or received annually. So here in this example, they said that interest rate is 10% per annum. So this called annual percentage rate is equal to 10%, which means they express the interest rate as a yearly rate. But they said that you need to pay it every semi-annual, every 6 months. How many 6 months do we have per year? 2. So how many times per year we need to pay or receive the interest? Our M, which is the frequency, is equal to 2. Therefore, how much interest we need to pay every 6 months? So our I is equal to APR divided by M, which is equal to 10% divided by 2. This will give us 5% per semi-annual every 6 months. So if we'd like to draw the timeline for an annual rate, so here it will be from year 0 to year 1, we will receive 10%. While for this example of a frequency of semi-annual, so here this is 1 year, and then we have half a year. So in the first half a year, we will receive 5%. In the second half of the year, we will receive another 5%. A total of 10%. 5% plus 5% is equal to 10%. So my question to you, which one will give you a higher value? If we receive or pay 10% annual rate as effective annual rate, or we receive 5% in the first half a year and then another 5% in the second half of the year. Therefore, if you'd like to make comparison, you'll discover that the frequency will give you a higher future value. Therefore, here with annual, we have effective annual rate 10%. With frequency, its annual percentage rate is equal to 10%. M is equal to 2%. So can I convert this annual percentage rate into effective annual rate? Because I know that the future value of the frequency is bigger than the future value of the annual rate. Therefore, can I compare this rate to be an annual rate that will be effective? Effective, it means the actual rate I will receive or pay. So here we have a very simple formula, which is called the effective annual rate formula. So EAR, effective annual rate, is equal to, open bracket, 1 plus APR divided by M, close bracket, to the power M minus 1, equal. Effective annual rate is equal to 1 plus 10% divided by 2, close bracket, to the power 2 minus 1. So it will give us 10.25%. So now when we compare the annual rate of 10% compared with the compounded semi-annually that we need to pay every 6 months. So every 6 months, if I convert it into effective annual rate, so I can compare it with other rates, it will be 10.25%, which is higher than the 10%. Therefore, we could say that the higher the frequency, the higher the rate. So if we have the same annual percentage rate, semi-annual rate will be bigger than annual rate, quarterly rate will be bigger than semi-annual rate, monthly rate will be bigger than quarterly rate, weekly rate will be bigger than monthly rate, and daily rate will be bigger than weekly rate.